Moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposition? Showing none, show the minutes approved. All right, we're on order of business. Are there any items that need to be added, deleted, or withdrawn?
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor and Council.
Yes.
First one, item 6.1, legislative update by State Senator Chevron Jones. On behalf of you, Mayor, we ask that this be withdrawn from the agenda. In addition to that, we have two add-on items. Add-on item number 1, sponsored by Vice Mayor Katrina Wilson, supporting the Miami Carroll City Senior High School Alumni Community Picnic. Without objections, we ask that that be added to the consent agenda as item 11.7. And the second add-on item, sponsored by Vice Mayor Katrina Wilson, is authorizing the use of the City Council chambers for the Teen Court Program. Without objections, we ask that be added to the consent agenda as item 11.8.
I had a question for me.
Yes.
Mr. Clerk, so it's showing is, so we ignore 5.1 and we would just ignore that?
6.1?
No, you had it.
You have a
It was on at
5.1
5.1.
Oh, this was on just something to note on the agenda. I've been getting requests from the past from other members if we can highlight the add-on items as part of the agenda. So when we publish the agenda, when we do the republish, we just note that on the agenda.
All right, thank you.
All right, I need a motion on the agenda.
Motion.
Been moved and seconded. Any opposition? No, show the agenda pass.
I have a question, Mayor.
Yes.
I see we withdrew the item for legislative updates. Is there a plan to have the legislative updates anytime soon?
I believe the plan is to have them for the next meeting on the 24th.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so now we're on public comments.
No, we're on to special presentations, Mayor.
Oh, special presentation.
Item 6.2, special presentation by Councilwoman Shannon Campbell.
Councilwoman Campbell?
Yeah. Mr. Mayor, good evening to all. Oh, wow.
They sounded good, huh?
Yeah, that was all in unison. That was real. Let's do that again. Good evening to all. Let me stop. My teacher hat gonna come out. Let me stop. Okay, I want to take this opportunity to acknowledge two individuals that have contributed to the city of Miami Gardens in a positive way. If you guys are not aware, the Walgreens that sits, well, it no longer sits there, on 183rd and about 7th Avenue, it is closed. So there were two pharmacists there that they served our seniors and everyone in the community, and they did a great job. They had to be relocated, so I wanted to honor them for their service as pharmacists to the residents of the city of Miami Gardens. So I am awarding them with the Positive Forward Progress Award for their positive contributions to the city of Miami Gardens. So I'm going to ask Miss Kim Ramings if she would come up, and Mr. Joseph Davis would come up so you can receive your Positive Forward Progress Award. And is the district manager here? Is the district manager Alex here? Hi, Alex. Come on down as well.
Congratulations, guys. Can we put our phones on vibrate or silent, please? All right, thank you.
All right, we're now on
So,
to,
we got one more special presentation?
yeah, item 6.3, special presentation by Councilwoman Linda Julian.
Councilwoman?
Thank you, Mayor. So at this time, I would like to recognize an organization that has made tremendous impact, not just here in the city of Miami Gardens, but throughout all communities, especially communities of color. So this week is Realtus Week. For those of you who may not be familiar with the term Realtus, it is the term that was created for people of color back in the days of segregation when the National Association of Realtors did not allow people of color to serve as real estate agents. And so we came up with our own term and coined it Realtus. I'd like to shed light on an organization whose legacy spans nearly 7 decades, shaping the landscape of real estate and championing the rights of minority communities. Founded in 1947, the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, better known as NAREB, stands as the oldest minority real estate trade association in the U.S. From its inception, NAREB has been at the forefront of advocating for fair housing practices and economic empowerment within minority communities. NAREB's commitment to advocacy and empowerment is to be applauded. And I see Mr. Bill Diggs here. Good to see you, sir. Through tireless efforts, NAREB addresses systematic barriers to home ownership, combats housing discrimination, and promotes financial literacy. But NAREB's impact extends beyond the realm of real estate transactions. Through community engagement initiatives, NAREB actively works to bridge the racial wealth gap and revitalize underserved neighborhoods. By fostering home ownership and economic stability, NAREB's efforts leaves a sustainable impact in communities of color like it has in the city of Miami Gardens, the city of Opa-locka, the city of North Miami, and the city of Laurel Hill, just to name a few. By partnering with government agencies, industry stakeholders, financial institutions, and nonprofit organizations, NAREB advocates for policies that support equitable access to housing. These strategic partnerships amplify NAREB's voice and expand access to affordable housing, laying the groundwork for inclusive economic growth. As we celebrate NAREB's achievements in Realtus Week, let us not forget the importance of collective action. I urge each of you to support NAREB's mission and initiatives by volunteering, attending events, or becoming members of NAREB. Together, we can address housing disparities and create pathways to homeownership for all communities. NAREB, like you, we are committed to the ongoing pursuit of justice and equality in real estate, and we, the City of Miami Gardens, stand with you. And so I'd like to present you with this commendation on behalf of our 113,000 residents in the City of Miami Gardens. So please join me up front. That concludes my presentation, Mayor.
Thank you. I'm going to take a moment of privilege right now to acknowledge a few former council members that are present with us. They have appears like they could have a quorum in the audience. So we have our former councilwoman Lisa Davis, former councilman Melvin Bratton, former Vice Mayor Aaron Campbell, and our state representative, Felicia Robinson. Welcome, guys. All right, are there any other? All
There are no other special presentations on the agenda.
right, so we're on public comments now. Could you read the back of this card?
Article 2, Section 2-60 of the City of Miami Gardens Code entitled Public Participation provides that any person making personally irrelevant, impertinent, or slanderous remarks or who becomes boisterous while addressing the City Council shall not be considered orderly or observing decorum. If any person becomes too lengthy, abusive, obscene, and/or disruptive, or otherwise fails to comply with the decorum rules, the presiding officer may issue a warning and provide an opportunity for the individual to conclude remarks in a decorous manner and within the designated time limit, interrupt and terminate the individual from concluding their remarks, bar the individual from further appearance before the City Council unless or until permission to continue or again address the City Council is granted by a majority vote of the City Council. Order shall be maintained. If any person refuses to obey the orders of the presiding officer and is declared out of order, the individual may be subject to removal by the Sergeant at Arms.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. First up is going to be Ms. Gail Cunningham, then Rhea Hughes, and then Francis Ragu. And after that, our state representative will take the podium. Check that to see if it's on.
Repeat. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. My name is Gail Cunningham, 19001 Northwest 14th Avenue Road, Miami Gardens, Florida, 33169. One question, do we have a date yet for the great groundbreaking of Myrtle Grove Park? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Cunningham, and we'll get that to you.
Good evening, Council. Ree Hughes, 3335 Northwest 180th Street, Miami Gardens, Florida, 33056. In reference to the Charter Revision Commission. In reference to the Charter Revision Commission, as the attorney once stated, the charter is our Bible, which governs our city, and yet the residents have no voice. The residents requested workshops beginning last year to be educated on the process of the Charter Revision Commission, but to no avail has this request been fulfilled. I find it appalling when the dais is in total disarray when discussing agenda items and it's decided on the spot to have a workshop for an understanding of an item. Well, the residents are asking for the same opportunity, a workshop for an understanding of the process as it pertains to the Charter Revision Commission. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes. Francis Ragu.
Good evening. Francis Ragu, 889 Northwest 214th Street, Unit 102, Miami Gardens, Florida, 33169. I stand before you this evening as the president of the Miami Gardens Neighborhood Watch, Inc., a 501c organization which represents our 10 crime prevention group and Neighborhood Watch within the city of Miami Gardens, normally serve as the eyes and ears of our city. For the last 3 years, this year being our third, we have undertaken a project called the Arbor Day Senior Project, in which we assist our most seniors in their home in terms of doing rehab, from painting the house, replacing the sod, the roof, etc. And these seniors range from our youngest, which will be this year, 65 years old, to 98 years old. I will just briefly, in the interest of time, share some of the hardship that we find with our seniors. Based upon where we are within the city, they have no place to go. The best we can do as a city and as concerned residents is try to help them stay in their home, because they have been, some of them, from 29 years, 46 years, 57 years, 52, 28, and 32. So you can see these are long-standing residents that their home is in great need. We have one lady who is like 87 years old who has a fractured hip and the lower part of one of the legs is numb. She lives in a 3-bedroom, 1-bath home in Lake Lucerne area and has a bathtub there. Because of her situation, she is unable to get into the bathtub to have a shower, so she has not been having a proper shower for the number of years. Our intent this year is to replace that bathtub with a shower store, so that gives her the opportunity, including that of the handicap rail, so she can access into her property. We have a 94-year-old lady who lives over in the Norland area, who again is on a walker with tile fall and have a plate in her hip. Her concern that she has there is that during the hurricane season, she has no one to help her in terms of the windows. Councilman Reggie, if you remember, that house is the one that we have the roof situation where we were able to get the plastic over the roof. Well, we have since replaced that roof, but her hardship now is again the security during that time. We have our 91-year-old gentleman who is over there on 185th and 29th. That his house is in badly need of paint. As a matter of fact, that's a recommendation come from our assistant chief, if we could help him out. So we're going to be painting that house and doing also the lawn there because it's in great need. We have our 65-year-old who is over on 187th and 19th Avenue. This is a young lady, 65-year-old, who suffered MS, that is paralyzed from the neck go down. It's eyesore. If you drive by and you see it, I mean, it's really in bad need of everything that we can do. We are undertaking that responsibility for her. In addition to that, we have our 79 years old on 186th and 39th Avenue, who just have the plastic on the roof and the house is in bad need. But based upon our budgetary situation, we are unable to handle her roof, but we're going to try to lead her. And I see Mr. Diggs in here in terms of trying to see what program we can get to the roof, because she has the bucket in the house that when rainfall, her furniture has been messed up and so forth. But it's little that we can do. Each year we try to undertake 5 homes. This year we have 6 because we had that addition, if you recall, that silver hair lady at the town hall meeting who was quite desperate in terms of her needs and unable to do. We are going to paint her house and take care of it. And I can tell you from her attitude at the meeting and when we came there, do the measuring for the paint and so forth, the reflection in terms of recognizing, because when we make those presentations, it is not about the neighborhood watch, it's about the city coming together and looking out for our elder, which goes a great way in terms of recognizing that they have something to hold on to. And I can tell you, council people and the mayor, that when these folks hold you and squeeze you and cry on your shoulders and recognizing that they're the last standing person being able to keep in their home, you know, it's something that money cannot buy. We have a shortfall this year for about $30,000 that I'm asking, you know, from our corporate partners, which we have called a racetrack. We have the Greater Visitors and Convention Bureau, and there's one more, the Lynx Corporation, who is doing the work over there, but called a racetrack, together with Commissioner Betty Ferguson. We are able to put together $17,500, but our budget is $47,500, so we have a shortfall of $30,000. The date this year is April 26th. So I'm asking the council, you know, if you can help us to help them, because it is the benefit of all of us to keep these folks in their home. There is no place to go.
Right.
So whatever you can do, I'll appreciate that support.
We got you. Thank you.
Thank you.
State Rep.
Good evening. I am Felicia Robinson, State Representative of House District 104, which covers parts of Miami Gardens, Miramar, and Pembroke Pines. Tonight, I just wanted to come and we have ended our session, our 2024 session. We ended in March last month, and we have passed several pieces of legislations that definitely will affect our municipalities and our local government. Coming from local government, I definitely believe that local government is closest to the people local. However, being at the state level, I urge our residents to truly pay attention, because a lot of things that happen at the state level is preempting what your local government can do. I believe through the clerk, you all received an email with some of the pieces of legislation that will preempt you all or will have effect on local government. So I hope that you all go through it. the governor has not signed all of the bills yet, so I have noted that, but just so that you'll be aware, because once it gets signed, if it gets signed, it will go into effect, and you all need to know how to act accordingly. So tonight I know you all received an email, but for the residents that's here, I did bring some papers that you all can be aware also, because like I said, government is closest to home locally, but what happens at the state level definitely affects you all. So I see that you all are here at council meeting. I also invite you all, when we're in session, that you all look at myfloridahouse.com. It's the Florida channel. You can see all of the legislation, all of the committees that we're in, and see what's happening, because if you're a resident of Florida, I always say Florida's mine. It's mine, it's yours, it's ours. But if you're not engaged and you're not being involved, then you're giving it away and you're allowing them to do whatever it is they want to do. So I hope that I can encourage you all to pay attention and get involved. And anyone that would like a flyer, I'll be here throughout the evening. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I just wanted to publicly thank you, Rep. I know this past legislative session, myself and Vice Mayor Wilson and Mayor Harris at times, and I believe Councilwoman Julian is going up as well, we lobbied with you all as it relates to the water surcharge bill that you championed and did such an amazing job with getting it as far. So I just wanted to commend you on that and thank you. And though we didn't hit a home run this session, I look forward to making sure that we hit a home run next one. So thank you for that and welcome back home.
And I just want to say thank you all for coming up. It does mean a lot when people that sit on the dais here and represent the 113,000 people of Miami Gardens actually come. And just rest assured, I will file that bill and fight for that every year that I'm there until it gets done. This year we got very, very close. Actually, it passed the House completely. It got stuck in the Senate. But what you all do coming back and forth really pays off. I was able to get some of our chairs to come down and actually see the water plant, to see what's happening, and it really meant a lot. So we're going to continue that fight by all means necessary.
And we'll keep fighting with you, State Rep. Are there any other written communication, Mr.
No written communication, Mr. Mayor.
Showing no other written communication, public comments are not closed.
All right, there are no ordinances on for first reading, no ordinances on for second reading, no resolutions, public hearing. We're now on to the consent agenda. Item 11.1, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, allocating funds from Councilman Stevens' Special Events Public Affairs account in an amount not to exceed $2,000 in support of the Sigma Alpha chapter of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated's 85th anniversary and Don't Take My Life, Let Me Live movement, community initiative, provided for instructions to the city clerk, provided for adoption reputation, provided for an effective date, and this is sponsored by Councilman Robert Stevens III. Item 11.2, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, allocating funds from Councilwoman Shannon Campbell's Public Affairs Special Events account in an amount not to exceed $1,000 to the Citrus Family Network 3rd Annual Black Tie and Sneaker Ball, provided for adoption representation, provided for an effective date, and this is sponsored by Councilwoman Shannon Campbell. Item 11.3, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, allocating funds from Councilwoman Shannon Campbell's Public Affairs Special Events account in an amount not to exceed $1,000 to the Progressive Officers Club 26th Annual Scholarship Gala, provided for adoption representation, provided for an effective date, and this is sponsored by Councilwoman Shannon Campbell. Item 11.4, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, allocating funds from Councilwoman Linda Julian's Public Affairs Special Events account in an amount not to exceed $10,000 for the Haitian Heritage Kickoff Celebration, providing for adoption reputation, providing for an effective date. This is sponsored by Councilwoman Linda Julian. Item 11.5, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, allocating funds for Councilwoman Linda Julian's Formula One's community benefit account in an amount not to exceed $1,500 in support of the Miami New Orleans boys basketball team. Sponsored by Councilwoman Linda Julian. Item 11.6, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, authorizing city manager and city clerk to execute and attest respectively that certain memorandum of understanding with the Florida Department of Transportation, FDOT, and Paren for the medium landscape and irrigation improvements, a copy of which is attached here to is Exhibit 1A, provided for adoption representation, provided for an effective date, and is sponsored by the city manager. Item 11.7, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, authorizing the use and waiver of all costs associated with the use of the Showmobile and costs associated with law enforcement support services for the Miami Carroll City Senior High Chief Hall Alumni Association Community Picnic on Saturday, April 13, 2024, providing for adoption of reputation, providing for an effective date. This is sponsored by Vice Mayor Katrina Wilson. Item 11.8, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, authorizing the use of the City Council chambers and community room on the first and third Wednesdays of each month for the Teen Court Program Partnership, approved by Resolution Number 2016-036-2935. Provided for adoption of representation, providing for an effective date, and this is sponsored by Vice Mayor Katrina Wilson. That's your consent agenda.
Need a motion on the consent agenda?
Motion.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Showing no opposition, show that the consent agenda passes.
All right, there are no regular resolutions. There are no quasi-judicial zoning items. We're now on to reports of the city manager, city attorney, and city clerk.
Mr. Manager?
Mr. Mayor, council members, outside of my city manager's quarterly report, I have no report. Thank you.
Madam Attorney?
Same, Mr. Mayor. You all should have received your quarterly litigation reports at the first of the month.
Mr. Clerk?
No report.
Mr. Stevens?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to remind everyone that the Miami Gardens Dream Scholarship Program is still open. Our deadline for submission is April 26th. The Miami Gardens Dream Scholarship is open to every eligible residents of the city of Miami Gardens. For more information, you can contact scholarship at miamigardens-fl.gov. On Wednesday, April 17th at 6 p.m., I'll be partnering with Advancing Sickle Cell Advocacy Project to present the Community Voice Unite, a town hall series for sickle cell advocacy. I do know Representative Robinson, who's been championing the cause as well, would be present, along with our State Senator Chevron Jones and a few others. Also happening from our educational department, one that is near and dear to my heart, the Miami-Dade County Public Schools and Miami-Dade College will be hosting two community FAFSA, which is financial aid workshop series at the Betty T. Ferguson Recreational Center on Wednesday, April 24th at 5:30 p.m. and Tuesday, May 6th. At 5:30 p.m. If anyone have any questions or concerns, they can contact our Director of Education and Development, Mr. Sherman Gint, for more information. And then also the fitness challenge, the summer fitness challenge, the meltdown will be taking place starting May 6th. This is in collaboration, as always, with our city's annual fitness challenge, Councilman Leon and our County Commissioner Chairman Gilbert's office. And then just to put it on your radar, Saturday, June 1st at 10 p.m., myself, Vice Mayor Wilson, and Councilman Leon would be hosting our annual hurricane preparedness supply giveaway. As always, this information can be found on our city's webpage and social media pages. Mr. Mayor, that ends my report. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Councilwoman Iguodaro?
No report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Leon?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank Keeping Miami Gardens Beautiful, Public Works, our Parks Department, Miami-Dade County Solid Waste. We had a cleanup this past Saturday. Thank you, Councilman Stevens, for joining me. We had over 105 people attend this cleanup. We were able to go down Snake Creek Trail, and we were able to thoroughly clean that trail with so many people. We were done in about 2 hours. So you can look forward to more of those community cleanups. Yesterday I had a good meeting, and I'm going to let the city manager finish this part of it. But we had a very good meeting yesterday with PD. There's some things that we've been looking at, cost for service and things like that, to improve the quality of life for our residents. We had over, I want to say 167 years of service at that table. From doing police work all across the board. So to have that much experience at the table when we're talking about improving the life and the quality of life for the residents of Miami Gardens is a big deal. And one of the things that we worked on is some innovative stuff. And we left out of that meeting yesterday, and just like magic, the chief and her staff were able to roll out something innovative that the city manager can give us a brief update on real quick, and then I'll finish my report.
Chief, come tell us about this magic.
Chief Domino L. Pratt, City of Miami Gardens Police Department. Good evening to you all on the dais. We were just discussing different innovative things as it relates to portals and cross-training various employees within the city to try to alleviate some of the calls that are holding and things of that nature. So it's just some things that we're going to be looking at to see how we can minimize that, because after we're always trying to find ways to better serve the community. So that's what we were discussing yesterday.
Can you talk about the portal real quick? The portal that you got?
We're looking at possibly coming up with a portal as far as alleviating and assisting with report writing and things of that nature. And in addition, just making little things much easier for access for the citizens as well as staff. So a dual purpose portal that will assist on both ends of the project.
Thank you, Chief.
You're welcome, sir.
And last but not least, I'll be hosting a Golden Karaoke Resource Fair, and this is for our seniors only, in conjunction with Miami-Dade Elderly Affairs. So we'll have resources there, sponsored by Calder. We'll have resources there geared just toward our senior needs. I know Mr. Ragu mentioned a lot of things that were going on with some of our seniors. So we'll have this resource fair, and we mix it up with a little fun, just to be able to make sure that we're able to address a lot of those needs. And that ends my report, Mr. Mayor.
Where is that going to take place? At karaoke or?
That's going to be at the Senior Center, May 15th, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m.
All right. Thank you. Councilwoman Julian?
Thank you, Mayor. On April 19th, we have a new business coming into Miami Gardens, and we are going to celebrate them on April 19th. We have Dr. Tony Abbasi, who is opening up an internal medicine facility right here in the city of Miami Gardens. So I encourage you all to join us for the grand opening ceremony, as we love to see new businesses coming into our city. And in addition to that, we are going to host a community food distribution. This is taking place on April 19th at 9 a.m., which is the grand opening, and then the food distribution is going to take place at 10 a.m. The address is 250 Northwest 183rd Street. On April 25th, my office is hosting a family movie night, and it's going to take place at 6 p.m. at the Senior Family Center located at 18330 Northwest 12th Avenue. And then my office is hosting our next quarterly cleanup, which is taking place on April 27th at 8 a.m. And this cleanup is taking place at the Vista Verde Pavilion. Address is 21001 Northwest 39th Avenue. It's the Vista Verde Park, but we're going to meet at the pavilion there. So we're asking you to join us. Our Haitian Heritage Essay Contest. Students should write an essay of no more than 250 words for Haitian Heritage Month. The essay should focus on a Haitian American individual who inspires them and has made significant contributions to positively shape our society. The deadline for the essay submissions is May 15th, so the essays are open now up until May 15th. So please encourage your kids, grandkids to participate, and look out for the flyer as well. Our Haitian Heritage Kickoff Celebration is taking place on May 1st at 5 p.m., and it's taking place at the Senior Family Center, so we hope that you all will join us. And lastly, we are hosting a Trap Yoga, which is going to take place on May 2nd and May 16th at 6 p.m., so I'm looking forward to seeing you all there and participating. Yes, Councilman Stevens, you will be there. And it's going to take place at the Betty T. Ferguson Center. And at this time, I would like to take a moment to recognize my students. As you all know, I teach American Federal Government at Miami-Dade College, and I have my entire class visiting with us today. Students, please stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our future. So the students were required to attend our city council meeting, and this is their final exam. And so throughout the class, they have learned about the 3 levels of government. They've learned about the charter officers. They've learned about the legislative process. They all know who represents them. They know what district they live in. I mean, we've done some thorough digging, and so I'm extremely proud of them. And I can attest and say that they are going to go out into the world and do amazing things, and they know who represents them, and they understand policy, and they know that they need to get involved and allow their voices to be heard. So thank you very much, my students, for being here tonight. And that ends my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Campbell?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I want to start by asking the residents and everyone that's listening in to keep Pastor Lenore's family in prayer.
Man.
And with that being said, I want to thank my colleague, Linda Julian. She did what was it, Haiti? What was it called?
Yes, it was bringing awareness to the situation that's taking place in Haiti and creating a pathway.
That was very, very informative. I attended that. Just the background knowledge and the history that was given by the panel, it was good. It was good, and I just want to give you your kudos for that because that was very educational, and thank you for putting that on. I want to also inform people on April 16th is my town hall, which is next Tuesday, 6:30. It is still a Zoom, and I ask that or invite the Mosaic group if you want to come on and let's see what we can do with the surveys, and I'm opening that door to you. So you can come and see me, and we can work it out, hash it out. But I invite you to come on and do what you do. Let's see here. What else I got on here? Okay. See, that's what happens when you go on vacation. So the last thing I do want to remind our residents, because it's for Miami Gardens residents only, seniors, Cooking with Love. We are back. I have had so many people asking me about it. We are live and in color. We will be hosting that, myself and the Honorable Lisa C. Davis, on April 27th at 3 o'clock at the Senior Center. Make sure you register. That's very important because we got some nice stuff. And I know you guys are going to be really, really excited and have a grand old time. And it's for our seniors. So those of you talking, I'm bringing my mom, okay, drop her off and keep moving. Don't try it. But Mr. Mayor, that ends my report.
What about your bingo?
I'm sorry?
Bingo.
I did that yesterday.
Oh, that was yesterday. Oh, she did bingo yesterday. Thank you. Vice Mayor?
Yes. I would like to start out by saying thank you to my colleagues for your approval of Teen Court returning back to the city of Miami Gardens and the use of our chambers. They are members that are here, and I would love for you all to stand up. You have been here for a while, and you have done an incredible job. We welcome you back, and we look forward to seeing you and the high school students in this community back here at Miami Gardens. And I too would like to say a special thank you to State Representative Felicia Robinson for all of your hard work. This legislative session, $500,000 was brought back for Leslie Estates in their road improvements. And anybody that knows Leslie Estates understands that that area needs the road improvements. And so your hard work and diligence in helping and facilitating that funding request is definitely appreciated more than you would ever imagine. So God bless you for that. Third of all, this upcoming Sunday, we are going to be having our Juneteenth auditions, and that is for the talent search for you to be able to perform on the stage of Juneteenth this year. It will be held at the Betty T. Ferguson Center. The link is still available on www.mgjuneteenth.com. If you have a talent, if you have a skill, if you know someone who does, please feel free to register. Your participation and selection will result in you being paid for your performance at Juneteenth this year. And so we love to bring the best of talent and the brightest of talent to the stage for our community to be able to see as we celebrate America keeping its promise of freedom for all. In addition to that, we're going to be having a special edition of our Meet Me Monday. It will be held at Golden Glades Elementary School at 6 o'clock this upcoming Monday. We want to ensure that we move through residential seat 4 to give all of our residents an opportunity to bring their concerns, to hear where we are with the city and the wonderful things that are going on. This upcoming weekend will be busy, and one of the most busiest places will be at the Walt Frazier Park. Miami Carol City Chief Hall is having its annual Carol City Alumni Picnic. And many of you know that there are a lot of schools that, they have their alumni picnics, but of course, there are none like the way the Chiefs do their thing. I'm just saying, y'all.
Thank you, Mr. Duke.
I see the fingers going in the air.
We're not going to do that.
You see the memes on Facebook. I think the war has been declared and the drums are being beaten. Okay, but we named a street naming. We had a street naming to kick off Chief Hall Week began this Monday, and the excitement has been brewing. A lot of hard work has been done, and a lot of hard work is continuing to be done. The one thing that I do love about them people that wear blue and gold is that it is a wonderful place to find your roots when you go to the Bulls, whatever it is that they have. But
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Your report was great. Thank you.
Okay, almost done. But we are so excited about Miami Carol City's Alumni Picnic, Chief Hall Way, and we say Chief Hall Way is the only way, and if you're going to do it a way, do it the Chief Hall Way. Okay, and I don't say that. Okay,
come on,
finally.
Vice Mayor. Come on,
so
Vice
just,
Mayor.
I know I'm almost done. I just want to just say, for those of you that live in the area, we have made every effort to ensure that everything goes well. The only thing that we are asking you for is your continued patience. We have road closures. We're going to have, just a planned activity there to ensure that there is minimal inconvenience to you. And we would ask for your patience, but we are sure that there will be minimal disruption to your normal life. We'll have shuttle buses that will take our patrons from the parking lot at Wawa to the school. And we're going to do everything we can to minimize the foot traffic and the regular car traffic into the community. And so you should receive something on your doorsteps that will let you know specifically all of the pertinent information. And if you would like to have it and you didn't get it, call our office and we'll send it to you via email. And so that ends my report. And
Thank you, Vice Mayor.
if you need anything, Mayor, to help you guys out with your picnic, let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. You gave me the floor last, but this is the Carol City Chiefs Week. So out of respect for the Chiefs, we wish you guys the best for your picnic this week. This week.
He has such class.
We wish you guys the best.
Thank you.
And we'll be there to support you and the Carol City Chiefs. We'll be there. We definitely will. I want to take a moment of privilege to thank someone who has been a very important part of my staff. Nisha, you got to come front and center. Nisha has been with the city for about 5 years now, and she has been my right hand for the past 4 years. And I wanted her to know, come center. I wanted her to know that we really appreciated all the hard work and dedication and commitment that you put into this office. I hate to be the one to tell the audience that you are leaving us, and it hurts my heart seriously for you to leave, but we will never stand in your way of growth and prosperity, and I wish for you nothing but the best. Nothing but the best. We will still call upon you. You get some free time somewhere, we may need you to do some things for us, but I wanted to take this opportunity to just say thank you for all that you have done, and may God continue to bless you. All right? All right.
We're going to miss you, Nisha.
Oh. That being said, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.